pretty awful.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where on the planet you're located.
You're always eager to start, but there's nobody in there yet.
Well,
We're early still. You can see the bags under my eyes, guys. It was a rough night last night.
had a bug fly halfway down my throat. That was not good.
Oh, yeah. Nasty.
Bags under my eyes, too.
All right. Well, maybe our peeps are still sleeping. I don't know what to say if there's nobody in there. We're working on hello. Say hello whenever you come in. So I guess let's do a little bit of a rundown of what's coming up for us. So we're doing some recording today, so we're looking for some suggestions for what to react to.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a little bit, I feel like we're getting a little stale. It seems to be always the same kind of bands over and over again cropping up. And yeah, it would be really nice. Hi, Gazendo. Good morning. Oh, my eyes are terrible. I can't really read that. I'm going to have to bring it closer.
All right.
Sorry.
You're going to have to slide it my way a little.
You guys are going to have to get closer to me. I'm sorry.
Hey, Gazendo. Good morning. Good afternoon where you are. Can you please confirm that the audio is working?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go get coffee.
Mike's a little worried that he didn't get the microphone set up right. It's funny because we've been at this channel for 4 or 5 years. 5 years. And we still struggle with the technology part. Just trying to get everything right. Thank you for confirming. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, so we're looking for suggestions for stuff we can react to. It does feel like it's getting a little stale. It feels like the same old bands over and over again. Every time we try to kind of discover something new, it just fizzles on the vine. So it'd be really nice. Hi, Jacques. It'd be really nice to, but Jacques pretty good about giving us new stuff, but also pretty good about picking stuff we've been listening to since the 90s. So 50-50 on Jacques. Anyway, so what have we got? Suggestion. Arthur says, God turned me into flour, but not the kind you bake with. Stephen Colbert show version. Stephen Colbert. He's in the news these days, I see. I can't lie. I will not miss his show. Well, we never watched it
Never
anyway.
watched his show.
But I'm always sleeping at that time, right? Like I wake up at 4 a.m., so I was never awake for Stephen Colbert in the first place. But the way he behaved during COVID, yeah, I was out. I won't miss him.
You know, I saw Stephen Colbert. Oh, Lord.
Thank you for coffee, by the way.
You're welcome.
Cheers, guys.
It was like 30 years ago. I traveled to the States for business
Mm-hmm.
and caught the Jon Stewart show when he was a contributor on that. And he was hilarious.
Jon Stewart's sometimes funny, actually.
Yeah.
Not always.
But even Stephen Colbert was funny in that. Like he had that pretend conservative shtick, even though we know he's a raving liberal. And it was actually funny once 30 years ago. As soon as he got his own show, man,
each their own,
it was not funny.
I've never been a late night TV kind of person, right? Like, so if I was awake that late at night, I was usually reading a book or I was out. So.
Yeah, I was pretty much done when Carson retired. I can't lie.
All right. So, how's everybody? It's Sunday today. I have a sick turkey. Looks like she has something called blackhead, which is 90% fatal. So I probably by tomorrow won't have that turkey, but we're going to try to rehab her and have a few tricks up my sleeve. But it meant my morning started out not so great. I had to cull 5 chickens yesterday because they started sneezing. We had one the night before die at bedtime in their house. So I had to bury him, and then I called the other 5 because they were all sneezing, and I was starting to worry that we were having an outbreak on the farm. So, and then this morning my turkey's sick, so it hasn't been a good weekend.
No. On the positive front, we still have 14 young turkeys, plus numerous adults and dozens of ducks.
Yeah, but it's for now, we seem to have things contained, but cross fingers for me, guys. But this is the part of farming that I've never loved, is because it kind of breaks my heart a little whenever they get sick. I actually, I think I tried too hard to keep them alive. So I get really emotionally attached to them, especially when they're sick.
Yeah, I know. It's emotionally very hard. I mean, you know, intellectually, you're not going to have a 100% survival rate of any, farm animal.
No, and let's be fair, I am also eating these, so I mean, it's a little bit contradictory for me to be upset when they die, but I do at least like their death to be for something like
Well, yeah, and
my
you
survival.
don't want to feed them for 4 months and then they die and you can't eat them either.
No, and I really don't want them to suffer. So anyway, that was my depressing part of the weekend. Sorry to start off on that note.
Well, now it's out of the way.
But it explains the bags under my eyes today. I feel like I got to explain those. So should we talk about your new project? You want to mention it?
Yeah, so I've been working my butt off. I'm going to launch my own channel with little bits of music history. I'm aiming for 10 or 15 minutes an episode, talk about so the history behind a band or a song. My prototype is on the history of Alphaville, looking at the difference between the John Fox.
Not Alphaville. No.
I'm
Ultravox.
How many times have I said and typed the word Ultravox in the last week? Ultravox, between the John Fox era and the Mid-Ure era. Had a momentary flash this morning that I really haven't laid out the thesis well enough, and I'm going to have to re-record some of this and review this.
Oh no!
It's a whole new venture,
guys. He's been working for 2 weeks on this, on the first episode. But we were talking, and I had mentioned that one of my dreams for future, when I have time to do research and whatnot, is to do a podcast. For me, it would be true crime because I'm fascinated by that. It's a subject that I love, right? But we got into a topic about, a discussion about it, and he'd mentioned that he wouldn't mind doing something along the lines of music, which is a subject that he loves. And since we already have this channel, so it's kind of related, I said, well, why don't you just do it, right? Like, he has more time than I do, and this would be a nice project for him to spend his time on. Mike doesn't really have any hobbies. So, I mean, you read sometimes and you like to play your bass, but you don't do that very often. So it's nice to have him do something like that. But it's very cool. I've always enjoyed, the Professor of Rock is somebody that I've watched quite a bit, and Rick Beato. And we grew up listening to Alan Cross do the ongoing history of new music on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of the template that I had in mind when he suggested. I said, well, okay, do something in that vein, but something that interests you.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to pare it down and not get into all that depth, and I don't have access to interviews yet.
No.
So it's a little bit lighter, but fun for me.
Yeah. So for you guys, we will be cross-posting videos on this channel as well, at least for a little while to get the feel out there. But Mike will be making a separate channel. There will be only those that you could also subscribe to if you're interested in something like that. So it's a little bit different, but I don't know. I'm impressed with what I've seen you do so far.
Thank you.
Yeah. I still like listening to him talk about it.
It's a whole different animal, man. Scripting it, fact checking it.
Yeah.
Trying to record scripted text instead of just talking. It's new. I'm struggling a little.
You gonna give up the name?
Not yet.
Okay. He did a poll on X to come up with the names, so those of you who are on X will know, but don't reveal it in the comments. He wants to keep it secret, I guess.
Not really secret. I'm just not 1,000% sure.
Okay, Gazendo asked if we got any plans to have another look at Ksenia Lewis. Yes, actually, we really enjoy. Sorry, Norton is nagging me. Okay. Yes, we really enjoyed Ksenia Lewis, and she actually commented on our reaction, didn't she?
That first one, yeah.
So we have looked.
Did we do more than one?
No, we didn't.
I know we looked.
Yeah. We looked at one, and I think we started it, and unfortunately, the political nature of it was just such that we couldn't get behind it, so we bailed out. But we do really like her voice. So I'm game to try another, but it would be nice to avoid, like, guys, I'm the most anti-feminist person out there. Right? Like I don't get down with the girl power. That's not true.
Certain
But
forms
my
make
thought of
sense.
girl power is way different than some of this. I don't. The angry feminist has never been something that I.
Yeah, the millennial Gen Z variant of girl power is not your bag.
Not at all. I find it actually kind of really counterproductive. So, it's mostly me. Some people would blame Mike because he's the man, but the truth is, it's mostly me because I find it a little bit.
I think it'd be a real smart ass to go, oh, I just don't listen to women anymore.
You would say that too. He would say that, guys. So, I pronounced her name correctly. Did I not do it in the video before? I thought Ksenia Lewis. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well,
Jacques is
maybe
right.
we debated our uncertainty over how to pronounce it on camera.
Oh, could be. So Jacques is right. Politics ruins everything it touches. It really does, actually. I mean, it's vital. Mike and I have always been very politically active and very politically tapped in, but
Yeah,
it is.
mostly in the sense that politicians and influence organizers have way too much power over us.
But yeah, the thing is, we've been tapped in so that we could spot problems on the rise, right, and accommodate for it. You kind of have to be right so you can see what's coming.
Well, at least when you come from where we do.
Yeah, but he's right. It can poison everything it touches. It can be very destructive. So, and when it comes to music, for the most part, I find it can be really. I mean, some people use music as a tool to get their message out, which I am certainly behind, but it can get a little heavy-handed. I say this as somebody who grew up loving Billy Bragg, right? Like I had all of his albums.
He assures me that there's power in a union.
It's funny because I loved Billy Bragg, had all his albums, and I remember a guy I was dating when I was in my 20s who he heard it and he looks at me and he goes, because we were politically aligned. I'm generally conservative, and he looks at me and he goes, "So, are you a socialist?" And I was like, I said to him, "No. Why would you ask that?" And he's like, "Well." But I mean, I always separated those things. So for me, music is: do I enjoy the music or not? For the most part,
you kind of have to, because otherwise there'd be no one for us to listen to.
That's true, right? Because I've never been a big fan of country. Okay. Most Americans call me Jack. Well, I've always been a fan of using somebody's real name. If you prefer Jack, I'll use that, but I always say Jacques because that's how it's spelled. And I don't like to be rude.
We are Canadians. We understand how to read Jacques.
I know French.
Even something fancy as Yves, Yves. We're not confused.
No, Jacques, we're not from Quebec. We're from Ontario.
Doesn't matter. They ran the French down your throats all over the country.
We still learned some French in school for sure.
Really?
Good morning, Barry. I miss vinyl when you'd have to be an OnlyFans model to afford it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I made the camera blurry with my moving around. How do we fix that?
Just sit back and sit still. Troublemaker.
I can't sit still.
She's a troublemaker.
What are you talking about?
But that's a fact.
All
I'm worried
right.
what I'm going to do with you when you're 94 and you're on your deathbed and you can't sit still. I have to strap you down.
I told you, just put a pillow over my face till I stop struggling. You guys, you have it on camera. Okay, he has permission. When I can no longer move around and I'm going to be bound, right, in bed, that's life's over for me. I don't want to be after that. So
I said you're going to be the pillow for the pillow. I
Yeah.
saw a tweet yesterday.
But
My daughter said we're blankets for our pillows and pillows for our blankets, and I can't stop thinking about it.
It's true.
Kind of true.
It is kind of true, actually. So I don't know. Only 5 people in there. It's a quiet Sunday today.
It's summer in the northern hemisphere.
Oh, I keep forgetting that it's summer.
Most of our people are out doing things.
It's funny, guys, because it's kind of summer here all the time. So I almost forget. If I don't log into Facebook and see pictures that my mother posts from their yard, that shows the weather. I almost sometimes forget what part of the year it is.
I was sitting outside last night, petting the dog, enjoying it. We had beautiful air last night.
Mm-hmm.
Just going, man, if I was in Southern Ontario, it would be a swamp and it would be 10 degrees hotter. And it's like just brutal.
Yeah, it almost feels like it's very rarely good weather in Ontario.
Give
It's
me
either
October.
really, really hot or really, really cold.
Give me October up there.
Yeah, October was pretty good. The fall was always really perfect. That was sort of my favorite season.
Mm-hmm.
So Barry wants to know if we reacted to July Talk. That name sounds familiar, actually.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't think we've reacted to them.
No.
Otherwise, I would have some impression
I'm
of what
wondering if
like.
somebody. So I'm just going to take a picture of this.
Well, we have this on chat replay, right? You can just scroll through later.
I know, but
paranoia strikes.
Yeah, I get so many requests, and then I think that I store them in a meaningful way that I'm going to be able to access later, and then later on, whenever later is, I just can't find them again. It's terrible. So I'm trying to be as efficient as I can. I'm at the point now where if it comes in through email, I'll actually just screen cap that, so then it's always in my gallery on my phone. But like even the email I struggle with because the Gmail is stupid. It's a pain in the ass. I find a lot of stuff in the spam that shouldn't be there. And then spam in my regular inbox, stuff that I don't want. And then it just fills up with trash. And then it says to me, oh, your storage is almost full. Well, if you didn't keep letting all this shitty spam through, it wouldn't be full. But they'd really like me to buy storage. I'm not going to do that. So 20 degrees Celsius and raining here. Well, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. 6 miles from Manchester. Oh. Yeah, I guess rain is pretty typical over there. Jacques says YouTube deletes 7 out of 10 of his comments, even when they're totally innocuous. That's weird. Are you putting in links that are like, I know people tell me all the time if they put external links to outside of YouTube in their comment, it just nukes it, which kind of makes some sense, but some people don't realize that, and then they wonder where their comment went. I get accused all the time of deleting comments from people like that, and I'm like, I don't even know how to delete comments.
I think I've deleted 2 comments in 4.5 years.
You've deleted comments?
Stuff that was just outright abusive of another commenter or an artist.
But, okay.
But like twice.
Yeah, we never delete the comments that are abusive of us, right? Because my attitude is comments like that actually say a lot more about the person commenting than they say about me. I'd rather leave it up there for everybody else to judge. So, but I don't even know if I know how to delete comments. I know how to block commenters so they can't keep commenting or so that their comments don't get seen. And I have done that a couple times for people who are abusive to other commenters in the stream, because that I don't like at all, right? Like, it's one thing to have a spirited debate. It's even one thing to be a little bit negative, but if you're straight up abusive, I don't want you in this space at all. That's not productive.
And we're Gen X. Our definition of abusive is actually kind of real.
It's true. I got into some serious hot water yesterday on X for a post that I put up, and I had one lady accuse me of being all up in my own feelings, and I just replied to her, "I'm Gen X, sweetie, and I grew up as a redheaded child." My feelings are not even remotely that fragile.
They're well calloused.
Yeah. It takes so much to upset me, like offend me. I don't get offended by a lot. Even all the names I got called as a kid, you could call me all that now, and I'm like, eh.
Even me, I was a year ahead, so I was small, and I was a reader, which is kind of how I got a year ahead. So I got picked on a lot too.
Yeah.
Boy, it was a revelation after grade 9 when I grew like 6 inches, and suddenly instead of being the smallest kid in class, I was the tallest kid in class.
You're a hockey player too, so you had the elbows.
My elbows don't go up.
He had the calloused elbows. So, okay, Barry says push and pull that was July Talk. So, okay, we're doing some recording today. We'll be recording the next week's worth of videos.
Can I give a spoiler?
I got to bug out to the other house for a few days, so okay.
We're going to record a Sabaton song today.
Oh yeah, Mike came across the Sabaton song. He's like, we got to do that. So, but I'll add that one to the list because we didn't have a full list yet. So Jacques says he thinks they mark problematic accounts. You're problematic. That's why we're friends. I am also problematic. This is why I get in trouble
That
on
would be
X.
so much more That would be so much more problematic if you didn't rein me in.
It's true.
I have zero patience.
It's true. I have to sometimes
stupidity
say to
and
Mike,
fuckery.
you probably shouldn't tweet that, right? Just, just to be safe. But it's funny because most people think that I'm the no holds barred one, but I do sometimes have to rein him in. For me, sometimes it's just about whether or not it's gratuitous. It's not always necessary.
I
to
just have
be.
zero patience for the nonsense or for abject stupidity, and I just want to verbally backhand people.
I also do, but when it gets that bad, I'll just actually mute them so that I never see them again, and then I can remove them from.
Where is the satisfaction in that?
I find it very satisfying. It's fine, and I mean, since I'm the one with almost 20,000 followers on X, and a post yesterday that was 500,000 views already.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing it right. Is doing it right.
I'm doing it wrong.
And one of us is not. Chuck says they got caned in school. And another one waiting when you got home in the good old days. Yeah, I got my fair share of ass kicking at home. There wasn't corporal punishment in my school when I was a kid. It was Canada. So, but.
I'm slightly older. Corporal punishment was still a rumor when I was a kid. I wasn't sure whether they would do it or not.
I've never seen that happen
in the younger ages.
School
No, they didn't. They didn't, but it was in fresh enough institutional memory among the kids. Yeah. I
mean, it was still a thing you talked about, but I never saw it happen. But my parents were big fans, so I got it plenty at home. Couldn't get away with anything.
All right. I got it once when I got in a fight after school with a kid.
Barry says, being Canadian, we had the strap in public school.
Barry must be slightly older than me. You must
be a little bit older than us because we were in Canada, and I'll be 52 this year, and I never saw the strap in school. And I certainly probably would have got it a few times. Not on purpose. The funny thing is, a lot of what I got in trouble for was kind of just accidental, just doing stupid things without thinking, but never anything malicious, right? Like I was never that kind of kid. I didn't get into trouble for bullying people or I was always the one bullied. But usually I ended up just being hapless, right? And then something goes wrong and then I get in trouble for that. So.
Yeah, I always just wanted to be left alone.
Me too. That didn't work. So, because I know if I could recommend you react. Famished Mammon by a Greek rock band called Part of the Theory. He says it's seriously epic. Barry says he's 70. So, yes, the strap in school still was a thing then. So, we'll take a picture again because this old lady only knows one trick.
Don't worry, Barry. The lack of it didn't make us soft.
No, I am not soft. I didn't get the strap from the school administrators, but the bullies followed me home nearly every bloody day. The number of times I got beat with twigs and sticks, I couldn't even tell you. It was bad. I was, to be fair, I was a very ugly redheaded child, right? Like I had this curly afro. It was orange afro. So I looked legitimately like Ronald McDonald.
It's okay, baby.
Or Annie.
You turned out all right.
Thank you. It took some time. So this is part of the reason why when people get all like as adults, they get all upset, their feelings are hurt or whatever. I am actually a little bit unsympathetic because I'm like, you just gotta get over it.
I love hearing people talk about microaggressions when to this day, 45, 47 years later, I still have half a fake tooth because I got tripped on the playground and knocked half my tooth off.
Yeah,
got The one time I ever got spanked at home was after I got in a fight, but I got in a fight because the kid shoved me down a snowbank into the road. You know, like, oh no, somebody asked where you're from.
Yeah. Yeah. We should get back to music. We're getting off topic here quite a bit. Oh,
I blame
Cassandra
Barry.
says they have zero connection to the Newman family.
Attaboy.
We don't mind the Newman stuff. We don't mind it. Actually, I think I had a few screen capped from a while ago that ended up getting, oh, excuse me, buried in my phone, and I forgot about it. So I'm sorry. We weren't deliberately avoiding your suggestions.
Gary Newman gets a shout out in my Ultravox video.
Oh, does he?
Well, he's I've seen interviews of him even years ago crediting Ultravox as a big influence,
Oh,
like the first iteration with John Fox.
no, I didn't know that. Yeah, if there's Ultravox fans out there, then you're gonna have to pay attention to my. You have no idea when that's gonna be done yet, right?
Well,
What's
after
the
that
goal?
flash this morning, I'm wondering if I'm going to sit down and
Re-record the whole thing.
re-record. Like I recorded a first pass the other day, and I've been editing in clips and checking it all out and everything. But I feel like I need more of a thesis off the top.
So Gazenda
Better
said
purpose.
friends with John Fox. You are?
No,
Or
is.
Gary is. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. They kind of came up in the same time, right?
Mhm.
Oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
Ultravox's first album was a year or two before Gary Newman's first.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes wonder, like, I'm not a gossip monger in any form, and when it comes to like celebrity gossip, I've always avoided it kind of like the plague. I managed to still accidentally absorb quite a bit of it, but for the most part, I never actively seek it out because it usually ends up mostly being bullshit, and it feels very irrelevant to the reason I listen to music, which is for the music. But I have occasionally wondered about like relationships behind the scenes for some of the big acts. I think I once asked you if you knew anything about whether or not there was tension between Robert Smith and Morrissey. Didn't
Oh
I?
yeah, they hate each other.
So the question is why?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I heard what the root of it was.
Stuff like that's kind of just interesting.
I don't even think it was initially, at least, entirely personal. It was like, you suck kind of thing. But I could be misremembering.
That's funny. I know that I attended a Billy Bragg concert on the same night in Toronto that The Cure, like it was in the Ontario Place Forum, and The Cure was playing the Sky Dome at the time. And I remember Billy making a couple of comments during his set that indicated to me that he was not a fan of The Cure, which is unfortunate because like it's not even like they're really competition for each other either. Yeah. Like those genres are so different. I can't understand why. I don't know.
I'm trying to remember if The Cure ever once sang about unionizing or hating Margaret Thatcher. I can't think of one.
I'm sure he hated Margaret Thatcher anyway. So Sally50, hey guys, saw you go live and wanted to say hi and thanks. I've been watching your videos for years. Love your stuff. Keep it up.
Thank you, Sally.
Thank you, Sally. Well, we should hear from you more.
Yeah.
If you've been watching for years.
Get in the comments.
Have you seen her in the comments? I haven't been in the comments for a few weeks. Mike's been monitoring all the comments.
I don't recognize her handle.
I've been just so busy with other like farm things and whatnot, but I'm gonna have to start getting in the comments again because I chat with the peeps more than you do.
I chat some.
Do you?
If I have something to say, I'll say it.
That's good. And sometimes it's not even nice, right?
It's always nice. Well, okay, not always. Sometimes people are utter dicks and I slap them back a little bit.
Cassandra says, if you do fancy something quite spectacular from Newman at some point in the future, try his recently released video on his channel of Down in the Park live at the OVO Arena. Okay. Down in the Park live.
You can get your memory device.
Yes, I will. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you're right, though. I really should just find out how to read the comments after and scroll through, but it just never seems to work out. She says I'm one of those no comment types. Yeah, you should comment more.
Me too, Sally.
Yeah, Mike is the same way.
I watch YouTube, I never comment.
I'll be honest. So I am a chatterbox, a huge chatterbox on X. I'll like blah, 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 all the way, right? Like I've actually had people sometimes comment and say, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you to even see my comment, let alone reply," right? But I'm a chatterbox. But on YouTube, I almost never leave comments. I'm not sure why that is actually. Every once in a while I will, but most of the like so people I guess that I kind of have more personal like Chase Carnison, I'll leave comments on his because he and I have chatted actually, not in real life but like on X before, so I'll leave comments on his stuff, but most of the time I won't actually.
Well, now you'll have to chat with Professor Rock because he's all up in your comments.
He didn't respond to my comment actually. It's funny because I was talking about him on X, and one of my friends said something actually kind of mean about him, and he responded to him, but he didn't respond to me. So I guess, well, he's a really busy guy though. He has like what 3 million subscribers. He's a busy guy.
He's got an order of magnitude more than us at minimum.
Big time, yeah. So it's too bad, but I'm
going to come and drink his milkshake with my new channel.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I doubt it.
But
right.
It's fun for me, and it's a little bit different.
That's the thing, right? I mean, we started this channel expecting it to be nothing at all, right? Like we literally started it during COVID when we were locked in our houses. Like we had stay home mandates, right? For real. So we were locked in our house and had nothing to do with our time. So we started this channel just for kicks, right? Figured nobody would watch it except for maybe a couple of family members and a friend or two just to laugh at us, right? But it was mostly just for us to have something to do together. And then all this happened. So we weren't expecting that. It's kind of the same for your channel. It's something fun for you to do, but I really don't suspect it's ever going to be Professor Rock or Rick Beato size, right? Like the truth is, Mike doesn't want to have to manage anything that big either, right? Like that's a full-time job. And you have people like Rick Beato, I'm sure he has an entire production team.
Why are you slacking? Where's my production assistants? Come on.
I give you all the production assistants I can.
Reading, writing, researching, fact-checking, editing. Where are you? I know you're killing chickens.
Wait, are you doing that for me?
You're killing chickens. When's the last time Adam Reader's staff killed a chicken?
I wouldn't know. We don't coordinate. The chicken killers, they don't talk.
You don't have like meetings?
It's like Fight Club. We don't talk about it. Speaking of Fight Club, my last turkey that I called, he wrestled me pretty good. He actually won one round and tore up my shirt. I had to throw it away. So it really is like Fight Club sometimes.
Yep.
But no, we're never going to want to be that, like the professional YouTubers that have production teams. I don't even know where we'd get a production team in Costa Rica, honestly. Like this has always just been kind of fun for us. So, which is why you get the kind of quality you get here.
Hey, I'm doing what I can.
So let's see. Oh, okay. I'm way behind on the comments. Where is it? Okay, sorry. I'm behind. Sorry, guys.
Hard to find good help.
Okay, so Barry says, for some reason, YouTube won't let me like this stream. Oh, that's weird.
Maybe after it's done being live and it's just in the...
I didn't think so, but I don't know. Muse also have a DVD from Wembley. It's Amazeballs. Oh, he said that Muse is his favorite band. So Sally likes the Aurora stuff, which is good. Yeah, we love the Aurora stuff too. We've had some struggles with Aurora recently.
In terms of copyright.
Yeah, for copyright issues, right? We've had a couple of her videos blocked, which is unfortunate because we love her. But yeah, a couple. Some too bad. I think she has a new recording company, and they're a little bit feistier. So Renee says, been watching your reaction videos for a while. You react to a lot of my favorites. What is the best way to recommend a video to you? And are there any requirements to do so? English helps, but we have translate apps, so it doesn't even have to be in English. Literacy is probably required because otherwise I can't read it. But other than that, no other requirements. The best way to recommend a video, pop it here, is a great way because we're actually doing recording today. So if you put it here, it has a likelihood that it'll actually get listened to today. You can email. Email's not a great way though. I'm struggling with the email really badly. The comments section is a great way. That's it.
Yeah,
So-
we do read every comment, and we can't pick everything out of there. Like, it's so easy to lose track of, because we get video. We don't just get comments on like the latest video, right? Like when I go into the comment stream,
Oh yeah, we get hundreds of comments.
there's comments from a video from 3 years ago, and like, so there's a lot of volume and stuff can fall through the cracks, but we do pick stuff out of the comments to react to all the time.
Yeah, and often Mike will see it in the comments and he'll send it to me, and then I will lose it. So, or forget where I stored it. So sometimes that happens. So I apologize to anybody who made requests and that happened. But like I said, I'm actually a little bit new to that. Well, not new to this, but I'm always kind of new to it. So please, Renee, put it here. That would be the easiest place right now, if you like. Gazendo said, I was there, and this track. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, so he was there for the concert he's suggesting. So you did a reaction to Ammo and the Sniffers that cracked me up.
I don't feel the need for more ammo, to be honest.
Sometimes I love those. I have some dude on X, like a regular commenter on X, who routinely suggests things that are really, really wacky. And every once in a while, I feel bad because there's been a couple that we've done, and I really enjoyed it because it was wacky. But Mike's like, we had one recently. I'm trying to remember what it was, and I can't. Those old guys,
The old British guys. Yeah.
And something happened to the audio, and I was like, well, maybe we could re-record it and just say we had the audio screw up, and we decided to do it again. And he's like, I can't possibly listen to that song again. So it happens, right? But I like the wacky ones sometimes, but we don't always like to
Wiener
do
dog.
wacky ones, because the part of the reason we did this channel was so that we could find music we actually really like. And we've never been of the performing monkey style reaction channels. And when I say that, I mean there's those reaction channels where it's kind of obvious that they're just kind of clickbaity. They're searching for stuff that's going to get traction, and then they make these really dumb faces on thumbnails, like
I have
right,
a different. I know who you're talking about. I have a different dude in mind who reacts
It's
like
not just
every
one.
single thing he ever heard was the greatest thing ever recorded.
it's not just one. There's quite a few out there that I'm just like, it's a little over the top, and it feels very performing monkey, like a trained seal that's just only has one trick, right? So we've never been that kind. So I don't mind the wacky stuff, but a lot, like, very sincerely, the reason we wanted to do the reaction channel was so that we could discover new music that we like. So
which has been a winning strategy.
It has been a winning strategy thus far. I mean, to be fair, we don't have as many subscribers as a lot of the performing monkey channels, but that's fine because that's not why we're doing it anyway, for the money. If it was, we're failing. So let's see. Thomas, hi Mike and Ginger, I have a song request. Daughtry, Separate Ways. Oh, too late. We did that, what, last year?
It's been a few months, but we did it.
Yeah, we've
Relatively
definitely done
recently.
that one. Oh, this was a live from Royal Albert Hall, featuring Lizzie Hale at length from June 9th to. That might have been the one we did. We definitely
It
did
definitely
that
had
song.
Lizzie Hale.
We definitely did that song already. So it was great. I love Daughtry.
Dude, I give you a real mouse.
Oh, I forgot.
Why are you struggling with
Let's
the
do
track
that
pad?
so I don't keep shaking the camera too while I'm at it. I wish my eyes were better so I wouldn't have to lean in because nobody needs to be that close to my face right now.
I do.
Okay. So Kent says, no, Renee says, take a look at You Are Mine by Forrest Black with 2 Ks. Okay. I haven't heard of that one. That's new. And then Andrew, hello. Hi, could you do a request for me? It's Sam Fender. Remember my name. Not say my name, I hope. Just a joke. It's from my dad who passed away in April from dementia. Oh, Andrew, I'm sorry. That's a terrible way to die, I think. Well, it's a terrible thing to witness. My grandmother passed away a few years ago from the same thing, and it's almost legitimately, in my opinion, like my most feared way to die. So I've already given Mike instructions to put a pillow over my face before that happens. Because so I'm so sorry. Yes, we will put it on the list for today for sure. Sally, maybe. Okay. Jock's just happy we like the stuff he sends us. Yeah, you do pretty good actually.
You have your moments.
You have your moments. I have some friends that send me some stuff that I love my friends, but I sometimes go to them.
What are you on?
What must it be like in your head? I mean, to each their own. Okay. So, Sally says she was walking a bunch of guys on a leash. Oh, that's the sniffers. Oh, I remember now. She was a badass, that lady. She made me afraid.
She made me feel a little funny.
Chuck says he likes us because we're not fake. Yeah, we'd probably do better if I made stupid faces than if Mike made any face at all.
Sincerity is everything. If you can fake that, you got it made.
Mike gets so much crap in the comments from people who complain that he makes like zero reaction. They just do not understand the principles behind stoicism. Mike's here for the commentary and the feedback. He's not really here for the faces. The faces are all mine, but they're genuine. Like, that's just my face. It's funny because I used to have a coworker that if I was away for a little while on vacation or whatever, she'd send me a message and she'd just say, I miss your face. because I could never hold my feelings in at all. Oh, even with the mouse, I suck at this, Mike. Okay. So Barry says he's been following a young artist from Ireland. Her name is Janet Devlin. She does a lot of covers, but gives them her own flavor. I actually really like covers because I like hearing different ways to hear songs, right? Like, I find it interesting for a song that I know, to hear what it would sound like done differently. And I certainly don't have enough music knowledge or talent to try it out myself, right?
If you haven't seen it, we reacted to a cover of In the Air Tonight this past week. Really good.
I keep thinking Legion. Sons of Anarchy, but Sons of Legion. And that was really, really good cover. Unfortunately, we also end up doing so many covers that our channel ends up being reactions to, like, we've had whole stretches where it's almost a week worth of covers. So we try to pepper them through also because people get tired of watching reactions to covers instead of original songs. But I will definitely check her out. We will not be doing Ozzy's Crazy Train. Sorry, Kent. I am a rock solid anti-Ozzy fan.
And we know that song anyway.
Oh, yeah. But I've never liked Ozzy Osbourne style at all. That's one of those songs where if it comes on, I'll actually turn the radio off.
I'm not really a metal guy, but I like some Ozzy. I like Crazy Train. I like No More Tears.
Black Sabbath was his band?
Yeah. Oh, I love
Never.
Paranoid.
No. Oh, no.
That's a banger.
No, it's not.
Some people.
No. That whole era of metal, I just left me completely cold. I was a little bit young when it came out. That's like late 70s, right?
Which one?
Like that era.
Paranoid was 69. You weren't even born.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So most 70s metal, like you could straight up throw it all in the bin for me. I was never a Deep Purple. What else was like all of the Jimi Hendrix, right? Like I know that I am in the minority on this opinion, but I could literally throw all of that in the trash. I was never a fan of any of it. I can't think of a single one I liked. Even Led Zeppelin,
Well,
right? Like
I mean, I
no.
like a couple Led Zeppelin songs, but by and large,
There's a few Led
no.
Zeppelin songs I can tolerate okay, but yeah, it's just I don't know, it was never for me. And I'm a metal
Sorry
fan,
for
right?
the majority of you who love Led Zeppelin.
And Ozzy Osbourne for that matter, right? Like, yeah, it's just it's a style thing though. I've never liked that style, like acid rock in particular. Not at all, right? Like I always felt really self-indulgent, which is weird because I'm a Tool fan. You don't get more self-indulgent than Tool, but like industrial metal has a different quality. Something about it I've always liked. Maybe it's the rage thing. So
Ginger loves her some rage.
I love me some rage, right? Like acid rock was sort of it was a stoner's take on rock, and I've never been a stoner at all. And I don't have a lot of tolerance for stoners. I find them really kind of exhausting. So that style of music always kind of brought me there, and I never like it. I don't like being stoned, right? So it's not a thing for me. Maybe it's the kind of music you enjoy better when you're stoned, I guess. But like industrial metal is the kind of thing.
That's the kind of music you enjoy when you're angry, and you're a
Or
furious ginger.
or trying to be productive, right? Like that's the stuff I put on when I do construction and welding because I have a very easy time being hyper productive to that kind of music, right? And also, for some reason, having it on makes it a lot easier to absorb hammer strikes to the thumb with more grace.
Can I tell a story? Maybe I've told it
Okay, you
before.
can tell a story.
Ginger was out working in the yard with some rocks and a hammer.
I was late. No, I wasn't.
Not a hammer, just heavy
rocks. I was laying a patio with some big stones.
And I was in the kitchen with a bunch of the kids when the oldest came up from his basement bedroom and said to me, "Where's Mom?" And all of a sudden from the backyard came the largest scream. He just looked at me and said, "Oh, there she is."
I dropped like a 50-pound rock on my thumb, tore the thumbnail right off, like in one shot. So I was done with work for that day.
But he wasn't even alarmed because it's just par for the course.
He wasn't even worried about what happened to me because, see, that's the thing. When Mike hears me cursing, screaming, he doesn't worry because he knows that means I'm still alive. I'm probably bleeding, but I'm still alive.
You make more blood. It's okay.
So I'm very tolerant to injury, but I do cuss a lot, right? Like, and I do get injured a lot. Mostly because, like, I do a lot of stuff that is prone to injury, right? Construction can be that way. Metal working can be that way. Like, and power tools can be dangerous. And
show the people all your fingers, Ginger.
I still have them all, but I have lost a few fingernails before. But that thumbnail tore right off. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, so I went straight to the bottle of scotch. Me and a bottle of Tylenol and a bottle of scotch spent the day together that day, just laying on the couch in my misery. Because I don't know, anybody who's lost a fingernail knows what it feels like. I've given birth to 3 children with no drugs, and it still wasn't as painful as losing that thumbnail that day. So, but that's how I deal with it. I'm the scotch and duct tape.
Scotch, duct tape, and swearing.
Style of first aid. That's me, right? Like I won't go to the hospital unless I really, really have to. Sometimes Mike has to force me. He has to bully me into going to the hospital for the release.
Good thing for you, I'm big enough to bodily haul you if I have to.
I've never had to do that yet, but because I'll usually be reasonable. But if I can fix it with steri strips and duct tape, I will. Just because it's the fastest way to get back to work. I don't like wasting time either. So whereas we go. Oh, bye, Sally. She's probably already gone taking the grandkids to breakfast. Enjoy. Check out You Are Mine by Forrest. Oh, did I say that already? Forrest Black? Renee, I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch up now. You keep talking while I do this.
You're the talker.
Wolfman's got nards. That's a handle. Says from a fellow Scotsman, Paolo Nutini performs No Other Way live at the Leon Loft is the greatest live performance of all time. I am definitely putting that on the list. My God, I love Paolo Nutini. And I've actually been thinking, it's been a while since we did one of his, so I am very excited about this. Lee, hola. That was it.
Buenos dias.
Hola. Buenos dias, yes.
Or as they like to say around here, buenas.
Buenas. I say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's much easier. It's very local. All right. The Kooks. Jacques wants to know if we listen to the Kooks.
I listen to her every damn day, man.
No comment.
I'm in danger.
Sam Bender is a good choice, Kazenda says. I recommend him a while back. Other good tracks by him include 17 Going Under and Hypersonic Missiles. I could use some hypersonic missiles. Barry says, hey Mike, you should do a reaction sitting backward and see if anyone notices. I'd ask him where his beard went.
Put some eyes on my little bald spot and turn around.
That's actually funny. Wow. Okay. So, how do you block people here? Just joking, Mary. That's hysterical. Repeat Until Death by Nova Amor is another emotional one. Everybody wants to make me cry.
Meanies.
That's good. I like to cry a little. Starset's song Monster? No, Lee. We have not, but I will put it on the list. We might have to do more than 6 songs today.
I don't know if I got that in me, but we can do another set.
We will try. Okay. Hot. Okay, let's chill page. Says hi from Perpignan, South France. So that would be Perpignan. Perpignan. I think. I don't know. I apologize if I butchered it. My French is terrible. And it's never been France quality French in the first place.
The oldest daughter is just finished her first year as a French teacher in Ontario. And she did foreign exchange for a semester in France. And she was never happier in her life than when somebody asked her if she was Belgian instead of Canadian.
She absolutely did not want anybody thinking she was Quebecois at all. I can understand why. No offense, but, well, okay, some offense. But the Quebecois are not
our favorite, and not the most elegant speakers of French.
No, we've had some struggles with the Quebecois in our many years of being Canadian. Personally, right? Like, I mean, not all, but
no, but we did have an next door neighbor.
Yeah, we had an next door neighbor. I could have driven a nail through his head. I won't lie. Slurp says, "Good morning, you lovely Canadians." Hello, Slurped.
Totally, eh? I had somebody tell us our accent was annoying the other day on Twitter. Brenda Bacon.
But our accent was, she's Canadian too.
Or lived in Canada.
No, she's Canadian. She also lived in Scotland, now lives in the States. But she took elocution lessons. So I'm not taking criticism from somebody who had enough money to buy lessons to sound better. She's a good friend, so she's actually slept in my house before. Gave me a book on chickens once, so she's forgiven. So Wolfman's Got Nards says Louis Capaldi's new song is very powerful. Survive. Yes, Wolfman, we've done that one already. A week or two ago, I think.
Weeks ago now, yeah.
It was fabulous. I love Louis Capaldi. We came very late to Louis Capaldi, and I'm grateful, but like a little sad that we came late to it, but also grateful because it means he had such a large catalog. So once we got into it, there was lots, right? Oh, and Let's Chill page says, I've got good pronunciation. Oh, merci. Okay. Scots and Canadians are brothers and sisters in my eyes. And dude, I learned how to drink with Scotsmen.
I
Yeah. Me and the Scotsmen always got along really, really well. We have very similar personalities. So
took a great lesson from a Scottish professor in school back in the day. He was an old guy teaching his last semester. I was early to class. I walked in. I said, "Good morning, sir." And he looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Aye, any day you get up's a good day." Fair. That's true and fair.
That's the attitude. Yeah, I used to have a manager. He was this wee little guy. He was maybe 5'4", tiny little Scotsman with a thick accent. Gordon. I can't do the accent very well, but yeah, he was quite bemused by me. I was his favorite form of entertainment for sure.
You're my favorite form of entertainment too, but it's a
It's
little
true.
different.
No, it was probably actually for the same reason. Well,
You were sleeping with Gordon?
No.
Okay.
It's not that he didn't try though, even though he was older than my dad. But he's a Scotsman, so that's just how they are.
Is it?
It's pretty much, yeah.
I've never been hit on by one. I don't know.
By a Scotsman?
Right.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Would you recognize it if you were?
Well, the guy that was trying to get me to go out for coffee with him when I was wearing a Smiths t-shirt as a 16-year-old, and he had to be about 30, was not Scottish. So I have occasionally recognized it.
The thing is, Mike's the kind of guy that a woman could literally almost sit on his lap naked and he wouldn't necessarily notice she was flirting.
Keeps me out of trouble, gee.
I like it that you stay out of trouble. It would be trouble.
No kidding.
I learned a few other things from Scotsmen too. So.
the famous martial art, fuck you, mostly consists of headbutting people and kicking them when they're on the ground.
Exactly.
Thank you for that one, Mike Myers.
That Wolfman says, "Hey Mike, how you doing? You've officially been chatted up by a Scotsman." Are you hitting on my husband? He is very handsome in a kilt. But you're handsome all the time, but the kilt puts it over the top. I can't lie. I'm that kind of gal. Oh, so what are we at? I don't know what time
Almost
it
an
is.
hour.
We're almost at an hour. We've got a bunch of recording to do today, and I have a sick turkey to take care of. So, and our numbers are dwindling a little. It's been a quiet Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a suggestion, put it in right now while you get the chance. You can certainly, I guess, always add it in the comments later too.
Yep.
But in the meantime, I have a nice list now.
Indeed. We're still doing the
I think
Sabaton.
it's right on. It's on here. It's on here.
Still doing the Sabaton.
Of course, we're doing the Sabaton. That's also on the list. I have a couple things, and I saw Tom York has a new song out, which I'm like, oh, I didn't even know he was doing solo stuff, but I'm very excited about it because I'm a huge Radiohead fan, but I've heard all the Radiohead. So when Jacques suggested Radiohead, I was like, oh, dude, we can't. We just can't. It's like suggesting Tool. It's like, nope, there's nothing new there. So, yeah, Wolfman wants to do Palinutini, No Other Way live. Yes, I shall. That's definitely on the list for today, too. All of these, we'll give them all a try. Oh, I guess well, as many as we can until the two of us need to get out of our stools because we have back problems. So, Gazendo, cheers. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you as well, Jacques, Wolfman, Sally, Slurped. You guys are killing me with these names, man. Let's chill. Yeah, I'm done with Let's Chill. It's gonna be that.
No, we
kind
got
of
work
Sunday.
to do. Songs to record.
Oh yeah, Barry. Who else is in there? Thomas, Lee. Oh, we had quite a few. More than I thought. Cheers, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you on the channel.
Have a good day, everyone.
Oh yeah, and bye.